It is time to ditch the voiceover direction. Whoa, what? Yeah, we'll talk about that this morning. Here on live stream, welcome. What's going on? I'm Bill DeWeese, your host every weekday at this time, where we get together to share an encouraging word regarding voiceover, a tip, trick, strategy, something to help you make more money in voiceover. I've been doing this full time, recording voiceovers full time, that is, for the past 18 years. I'm also a voiceover coach, voiceover demo producer, author of a couple of voiceover books. My latest, Get Paid Using Your Voice, Get Found, Get Heard, and Get Hired. And you can pick up the digital download to this for just under $10. It's below in the description, so check that out. Also, make sure you check in on the live stream this morning. Congrats to Rob Ryder. He's first in today, and I'm going to go through, and I will literally, I want to acknowledge each and every one of you guys because I really appreciate you being here. And you guys show up, and many of you are like here every morning, and many of you have subscribed to the channel, and we've even had 100% participation on so many days with the likes. Like yesterday, we had as many likes as we had people on the live stream. That's amazing to me. Thank you for that, because that just encourages YouTube to share these videos with more people who are searching for this kind of information. Also, just a quick reminder that we're just days away now. Days away from learning how to get free publicity, free advertising, earned media is what it's called, for your voiceover business. Imagine putting your name in front of thousands and thousands of people without paying a penny to do that. You're going to learn how to do that from Burke Allen. Burke is the president of Burke Allen Media Strategies in Washington, D.C. He's an expert. He is an expert. He works behind a microphone as well, but he's the guy who, he works with his clients to get them high profile gigs, be it TV shows, a newspaper article. I mean, any kind of media like that. That is his expertise. And he's going to teach us how to do it. I have never seen a class offered on that within the voiceover field. Can you imagine having this tool in your arsenal that so few understand or use to their advantage? Imagine being one of those few people. Well, you could be. This Tuesday night, you can be in class, get all that information. There'll be the hour and a half together that we have, the Q&A, and Burke is also creating a couple of extra bonus videos, kind of behind the scenes, over the shoulder, so you can watch and learn how he does what he does. So I want to encourage you to sign up. We have 100 seats available total. They are going. And so once that fills up, it fills up, because we want to make sure that the people there have plenty of time to interact with Burke for questions and get feedback and such. So link below in the description. Get signed up today. Look forward to seeing you in that class. So why would I be so audacious, so outrageous as to suggest that you ditch the direction? I mean, after all, isn't it about giving the client what they want? It seems a bit arrogant to say, well, screw you, forget what you want. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. And you're right. Here's the thing. It is all about what the client wants. It's absolutely about serving the client. It's not about me, and it's not about you. So why would I even dare think such a thing? Well, it's because clients oftentimes, number one, don't know exactly what they want. They have an idea, but they know it when they hear it. They also know what they don't like when they hear it. But there's another issue of communicating what's in their head to our heads in a way that we can understand. So let me give you, for instance, the word conversational. Seems simple enough, right? But I can guarantee you, after having recorded many, 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 many thousands of voiceover projects, the word conversational can mean 1,000 different things to 1,000 different people. There are so many nuances within the idea of conversational. It doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot, in all honesty. I remember earlier on in my career, really just going out of my way and working so hard when somebody would give me 10 adjectives that all conflict with each other. They wanted conversational. They also wanted upbeat. They wanted authoritative. They want gravitas. They want this, they want that. They want all of this. Plus they give you 5 references of actors that they want you to sound like as references. So once you go and you research, go on YouTube and you research all of the sounds of all of these people, and you look at all of these descriptors, and then you then what happens? Well, then you try to end up impersonating what you think it is that they want. And what happens is a complete lack of authenticity on your part. And I've taken that road, and I took that road for a number of years with very little success. But let me tell you what I did learn, and which really changed things for me when it came to auditioning. I finally realized that what counted was being believable. You've got to be believable. How do you do that? Well, you've got to make the person who's listening, who hears you, feel something. Well, how does that work? Well, you've got to feel it first. And how does that work? Well, you've got to make the script personal. You have to make it personal to you. You have to put yourself in that scenario. You have to understand the context of the script. So what I do is this: when I get a project or an audition, yeah, I'll look at the specs. I'll glance through them because what I'm trying to get is a 30,000-foot view of the idea. I need to understand context, what this is about, and an idea of where they're going. But then I totally disregard all of the specifics, all of the contradicting direction. And I ask myself this important question: how can I make this script personal to me? If I were the person, if that was my voice, if I'm that person in that scenario with that product or that service or talking about this business, whatever the case may be, how would I feel? How have I felt in those situations before? And then I just do my best Bill DeWeese. That's how I do it, which is going to be different than your best you. But the thing is, it will all be very powerful because it is you. Is this registering at all? Have you had that frustration before? Where you've looked at a script and you look at the directions, you think, my goodness. The reason I'm talking about this today is it came up yesterday. As you guys know, I have a training program called the Voiceover Blueprint. And yesterday I had a get together with the students in the program. And, yesterday was a day just to generally discuss whatever they want to talk about. So this came up in conversation, and somebody was struggling with this direction because it was contradicting itself. Now, in the mind of the client, I'm sure it wasn't, because again, they know what they want, but then communicating that to somebody else, that's a whole other thing. That's why you have to make it personal, because if you don't, it will never be believable. And if it's not believable, you're not going to make them feel anything. If they don't feel anything, they're not going to hire you. That's just the way it works. So my encouragement for you, my admonition, that's your big word for today. Your admonition for today is to, yeah, take a look at the direction, get a sense of what's going on, but understand the context and bring your authentic self by asking yourself, how can I make this personal? And when you do, what will happen is your win rate of auditions will go up to the degree that you make it authentic to your experience, to your point of view, to your attitude, to how you feel about it. And I'm not saying it's easy to do. That's the hard work of voiceover performance, but that's the difference maker. That is the difference maker. So yeah, get radical, be different, ditch the direction, and see what happens. And then report back and let me know in the description or in the comments of this video. And I've got a feeling you're going to be very, very pleasantly surprised. Well, thanks for being here again. You guys are awesome. We've got 65 folks on today. Yesterday we had 83 people on and almost 100% participation on the thumbs up, the likes, which was fantastic. So we've got almost half of you guys so far. So if you do like them, let's say if you do like the video and you feel like it offers some sort of value and helpful, and you want to make sure it gets in front of other people who are looking for helpful voiceover information, if you don't mind giving it a thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. Let's do some shout outs. Rob was first in this morning from Loveland, Ohio. Hey, Rob. Hey, Becky. How are you doing in Michigan? Rusty in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And we've got Joe. Joe's become a regular in the UK. Joe, so good to have you here. It's happy Thor's Day. All Thor's. I get it. I was a little slow on the uptake there, but I got you now, Joe. Thanks for being here. I love it. Hey, Mark, what's going on in the California Central Valley? Galen in Carborough, North Carolina. Glad to finally catch the morning stream again. Good to have you here, Galen. Hey, Paul in Northeast Kentucky. Jason in Nebraska. Marla in Texas. Nephi in Knoxville. Terry in Falston, Maryland. Sirius in Charlotte, Mark in Montreal, Kathleen in Wyoming, GS, what's going on in Longview? Good morning, Jim in Memphis, Aaron in Columbia, Missouri, Patty in Palm Desert, California, Igor in Russia. I think it's St. Petersburg, right? Good to have you here, Igor. Good to see you on the live stream. Matthew, how are you doing? Grand Rapids, Michigan. Starting my second audio book today. Fantastic. Matthew, way to go. Way to go. Congrats. Tanya, good morning to you in South Philly. Melissa, San Diego. Scotty in Brookings, South Dakota. Tracy in Rochester, Minnesota. Johnny in San Francisco. Julie in Pennsylvania. Tim in Salt Lake. And Sandra in Dallas-Fort Worth, John, Rhinebeck, New York, John in Denver, Doug in Greensboro, North Carolina, Phil in Tokyo jumping on the like button. Thank you for that, Phil. And we're up to 41 likes now, 65 on the live stream, 41 likes. You guys are the best. Andrew in Latvia. Hey, Andrew, you've become quite the regular too. I appreciate that. Alex in Utah. Thanks for your comment, Alex. You're very welcome. Victor, good morning to you in Beaufort, South Carolina. Love it down that direction. I hope to get down there soon. I was hoping to get down that direction before the summer's over, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. Maybe when things cool down a bit, I can go down there to warm up a bit. Hey, David, Sandra in Worthington, Joy in sunny and bright Southfield, Michigan. Josh, happy Friday, Junior. I love it, Friday, Junior. A moment with Amisha. How are you doing in South Carolina? Andrew, what's going on? Bruce in Louisville, Kentucky. Jess in Austin, Texas. Jim says, I always speak as me. After all, who else could I speak as completely? Well, that's really the point. Yeah, Jim, that's it right there. Let's see here. Oh, by the way, I'm seeing some questions pop up here. I'm not trying to ignore you. It's just that Fridays are our Q&A day, and so I set aside that time to just focus on questions. So if you guys could, if you don't mind, bring your questions on Friday, meaning tomorrow, and we'll take a look at those. James in Queens. Marzi says, I love all the effort you put into helping us. I appreciate your video so much. Thank you from New Zealand. Hey, Marzi, thank you. Hey, John, Bruce, good morning. Asking if it's worth enrolling in the blueprint if you're still working a full-time job. Yeah. We have a lot of live sessions, but they come at different times of the day and they're all recorded. So you don't have to miss anything. And also you get access to the entire on-demand library plus the live community. And plus you can watch me as I work. And if you're not there, it's okay. It's all recorded and available on the Facebook stream. So you can catch it later on. Jason in Newport, Oregon. Chris catching the live stream. Oh, it's the first time getting to catch the live stream. Yeah. Been enjoying your content for a while. Rhode Island. Thank you, Chris. Wally, how are you doing? We've got Dira in the Philippines. Thank you for being here. Submitted my first children's audiobook and landed a narrator role for a crime YouTube channel. Well, that deserves the bell of voiceover success. Thanks for sharing that this morning. That's fantastic. Hey, Jay, Bruce, Simone in Miami. Hey, guys, again, I appreciate you. 47 likes this morning. Thank you for that. If you like the channel, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Help spread the word. Thanks for being here. Tomorrow is our Q&A day, so make sure to check back. And if you haven't yet signed up for Burke Allen's course on getting earned media, PR, publicity for voiceover talent, you definitely want to get in that class. And registration is open, link below in the description. Make it a great day. I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow.